Good evening, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This Miss Yaakov coming straight from the Spiker Star, aka the Messenger, aka the Virgo Goddess, aka the Daughters of Zion, aka that Topaz Gem Sapphire. Hey, listen, always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Miss Yaakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, say things that you just don't see, okay? But dig this here. The name of this is called Will the Third Temple Be Rebuilt Off of the Rothchilds' Invention? Ezekiel 40 to 48, a new city, a new temple to be rebuilt during the 25th year of captivity at the beginning of the year on the 10th day of the month in the 14th year. After the city was captured on the very same day, the hand of the Lord was upon me, and he took me there in the visions of God. He took me into the land of Israel. Okay, it's a lot to unpack with that. Okay, first of all, man done messed around with the calendar. Okay, he done played around with the times, days, and seasons. Remember, the book of Daniel, it talks about they would change the times, seasons, and days and seasons and all that. Okay, so man done messed around and played with everything, so you don't know when the 25th year begun or what year was it, the 25th year. You don't know when's the 10th day. Okay, and not only that, okay, but it says after the city was captured. I don't think the city was actually captured because the Rothschilds, when they went over there, they never gave it up. It was always theirs. Okay, so it wasn't really captured because they never gave up the land. Okay, and then on top of it, yeah, we don't know when the month, day, or year of this captivity. Okay, and not only that, but this 400 years is almost up. Okay, this 400 years is almost up, and after the destruction of Solomon's temple, he sent the people into exile. Okay, so it's a lot of stuff that's going on with man. Man messed everything up. And not only that, but Zechariah 6 to 12 to 13 talks about building the temple of the Lord, okay? And not only that, but in order for the third temple to be rebuilt, you got to have a Levite from the tribe of Levi, okay? You can't have no rabbi, okay? You can't have nobody for the Lubavitch dynasty. Nah, you can't have that, okay? You can't. Absolutely not. Got to be from the tribe of Levi, okay? And not only that, but you got to have livestock, ram or goat, okay, without spots, wrinkles, or blemishes, okay? You got to have the Ark of the Covenant, okay? And not only that, but the earthly material that's mentioned in Ezekiel 40 and 40 to 48, those are earthly compounds. You can't go into no Home Depot and buy that type of stuff to build the temple. No, no, no. God himself has to provide the type of material. Okay, and that type of material comes from the earth, like acacia wood. That stuff comes from the planet. It don't come from no Home Depot. You can't go to Home Depot and buy this type of stuff. Okay, and you can't buy a Levite. Okay, so the Rothschilds did everything else. They didn't change the seasons and the days and the times. Okay, they done even created a whole new whatever, right? But they couldn't buy the Ark of the Covenant. They can't do that, because let me just say this, dealing with that Ark of the Covenant, he struck down Uzzah and killed Uzzah. Okay, he struck down the people of Beth Shemesh. He struck down the Philistines. Okay, so he don't play when it comes down to that Ark of the Covenant. And not only that, but nobody in their organization is worthy. Worthy. They're sinners. They're not clean people to be handling the Ark of the Covenant. And their heart and their spirit is not right. Okay, and they mess around and get killed. They already about to die anyway. Okay, yeah, he don't play around with that. Okay, so to answer the question, will the third temple be rebuilt off of the Rothschilds' invention? No, it will not be. Them people gonna be waiting from now. Them people gonna be waiting forever and ever and ever because that will not happen. I just gotta keep it real with you. It's not. They don't have the material. They don't. There's no Levites. Okay, nobody in their group is a Levite. Okay, everybody's part of a secret society. Okay, and into gang activity and all kinds of ungodliness and filth and mission meshing with Islam and all that, and worshiping other gods and worshiping idols and all that, and committing offenses and all that. So nah, it's not gonna happen. I don't think so. Matter of fact, I'm too old to think. No, it's not going to happen. But they think they want to carry on with this delusion that it's going to be a third temple built. And you know what? Let me just say this. It was some years back, probably like over 10 years ago or so, a red heifer was supposed to have been born. Okay, that was the rumor back then. So it was like, okay, a red heifer born. Okay, so maybe they, they can rebuild the temple. But they never rebuilt that temple because they just can't. And not only that, but they already declared the state of Israel illegal anyway. Okay, on Palestinian territory. So there's no way that a third temple is being built on Palestinian territory. That is just unheard of. Them people need to wake up and snap back into reality. Okay? The devil lied to you. You should know how the devil moves. The devil come with all kinds of trickery, okay? All kinds of trickery had them people believing in this thing, and come to find out, And the sad thing about it is nobody wants to see the truth. It's better for you to know the truth now while you still on this earth than for you to know the truth at the finish line, because once you get to the finish line and you know the truth, it's over. It's game over. It's game over. Okay, but anywho, I'm about to get on out of here. That Spiker Star, the brightest star, the constellation, A-Land. Listen, these things that take to build the temple is earthly things, okay? Earthly things. These are not things that you buy in the store, okay? This stuff comes from the planet, and God himself provides, okay? That's what that is. And it's not no 501c3 or getting the political people involved. These people they dibble and dabble with but they buy their politicians, okay? So they dibble and dabble with the political thing. You can't have that with God, okay? You can't mission mesh that. So no, there will not be no third temple being built, okay? Because they don't have the material. They don't have a Levite, a worthy Levite, okay? And one thing about the Levites, they have direct contact to the celestial realms, which is God himself, okay? Yeah, you ain't know that about the Levites, okay? The Levites, okay? Them Levites, okay, God is their portion, not 501c3, not the conservative Republicans or Democrats or Trump or none of that other stuff. No, 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 no. And this is where they're losing at right now, because they're so busy relying on political regimes than to focus on God himself, okay? God does not like everybody. Okay, he struck and killed down a lot of people behind that Ark of the Covenant. He destroyed many in plenty. So therefore, none of them people in that Lubavitch organization is worthy. They're not worthy at all. So therefore, again, no, it will not be no temple rebuilt on a Rothchilds invention, because that belongs, the state of Israel belongs to the Rothschilds. Okay, that's it, and that's all. It's a done deal. Anywho, it's that Spiker Star looking into your world, see things that you just don't see. I'm out.